Hello everyone, and welcome to another beer review. Now, you'll be glad to know we're not on Scottish series today, so there might actually be a good beer involved. Oh, you never know! Because I'll be totally honest, I'm not having much luck with the Scottish. In fact, it's kind of hit home to me that right now the brewing situation in Scotland's fucking piss poor. No, I'm trying to avoid the brew dogs. No, I mean, Innocent Gun, there's a couple of Innocent Guns that I've done that I quite like and things like that. I need to do a bit more Innocent Gun from that point of view. Eventually I'll have to get round to what we call the knob cheese, which is the brew dog, because he's a fucking knob cheese, that man. In fact, you just listen, you just basically look at the cans and you're thinking of the bottles, and mostly the cans, and you're looking at, you read the spiel on, you think, you are an absolute knob cheese, man. You really are. I mean, seriously. Imagine standing at a bar having a chat about beer with the CEO of Brewdog. I mean, you'd be doing quite well after 5 minutes if you hadn't lamped him, you know what I mean? But anyway, I'm trying to avoid that because I'll probably piss a lot of people off, because there's people that swear blind that Brewdog is the absolute bollocks, and they'll be pissing their frillies over it if I basically be nasty about their stuff. But what we're doing today is an interesting one, because unfortunately I've not been having much luck with the Belhaven beers from Scotland. And you're probably thinking, why are you talking about Scotland if we're not doing Scottish beers? Well, a lot of the Belhaven stuff you can't really buy in the shops in Scotland. Even though it's so wonderful and fabulous, none of the shops actually bloody sell it. I think that tells a lot about the problems with Scottish brewing. But I can actually buy it from the Greene King website, because Greene King owns Belhaven. So what we're doing now, I've not tried this beer in any way, shape or form. I've tried its sister beer, which is the Abbot Ale from Greene King, but this is the Abbot Reserve. Ho ho! This has got a bit more bollocks to it. So it's stronger. So I would imagine, hopefully, it could be how would you say, maybe an Abbot Ale on steroids, maybe. You never know. There's an ugly bastard face for a thumbnail. Enjoy that one when you're looking through YouTube thinking, oh, no, look at that video, look at the state of him. Anyway, so this is a 6.5. There you go. Greene King can actually do a beer over 4%. There you go. And over 5%. Oh, I'm almost fainting here, you know. But yes, what have we got? Taste, full-bodied, fruitcake and toffee character. Now we're talking. Because I'm struggling to find Christmas beers. I think I said in one of the last videos, my last hope was really Morrison's, and that turned out to be a load of it turned out to be another disaster, because they shut the shop because of a gas leak. I mean, seriously. Nothing in Tesco's. One crappy beer. I promise I'll need to check, because I might have already reviewed it last year. I got one in Sainsbury's, but I'll maybe review it this year just to see if it's actually changed or whatever, but it's slim pickings right now for any kind of beers associated with Christmas. So there's something there with a kind of fruitcake aroma and things like that, so it's a bit more Christmassy and things like that. So let's see. There's a bit of spiel in the back. Abbot Reserve. From the master brewers of Abbot Ale comes this super premium beer. Abbot Reserve, brewed in limited quantities, this is an exceptional treat for that special occasion. Abbot Reserve is a distinctive, full-bodied, smooth and mature beer, busting with rich fruitcake and toffee flavour. I like the toffee flavour sound of it. The fruitcake I don't mind. I don't mind fruitcake. My mum used to make a really good fruitcake. In fact, I'll be totally honest, my mum used to make a cracking fruitcake. She's gone now, she's no longer with us and that type of stuff, which I'm sure that's probably more to her benefit than it is to ours. I'm sure she's probably just been, sick of the sight of us, so she was probably glad to get away from us. But we do miss her, and we also miss her baking, because she was a bloody good baker, and she did make a damn good fruitcakes, actually. I'll be totally honest, I liked her sponges more as a kid. than our fruitcake. But I kind of matured. I know if any of my sisters are watching, you think matured my arse, you're an arsehole. And you're just like a kid. And they're probably right. But I did mature enough to basically appreciate her fruitcake. And especially her glacé cherries in there. I'm a sucker for a glacé cherry, so but yes, so it's a 6.5%, 500ml, again under £2 a bottle, get in there, right in the sweet spot. So yes, I got this from Sainsbury's. Did I get from Sainsbury's? Am I lying to you? Can't even fucking remember now. I think I did. I think I got it from Sainsbury's. But anyway, hopefully this is better than bloody Belhaven, because Belhaven's ridiculous, a load of piss. It's rubbish! Right now, so let's crack this open. The problem is I'm looking forward to this because I do like an Abbot Ale. I do like the Greene King Abbot Ale. I'm not saying I drink a lot of it, but I do like to get a 4-pack now and again just to enjoy. Unfortunately, down in where I live, down in the southwest of England, there isn't many Greene King pubs. I mean, obviously, if you go into more of the kind of like central part of the south and into London and all that, and even over towards Kent, then of course there's a lot more Greene King pubs. And obviously, moving up the country as well, you get quite a lot more Greene King pubs, but they're just kind of not really down here so much. In fact, I couldn't probably tell you where the closest Greene King pub is to me, but I don't know of any in Exeter. So I think you'd probably have to go maybe over towards kind of Dorset and Hampshire way, or maybe up towards the kind of our Somerset and Gloucester way maybe. That type of thing. But yeah, so I've never really had much of a chance to kind of drink these type of beers on draft, and of course this Special Reserve one, I don't think it does come out in draft, which is a shame. But let's crack it open. Pour it out and see what bounty it holds for us. There we go. Ooh, there's a bit of life in this one, as you can see. The only thing that's ever so slight cabbage smell, because I'm just sitting there thinking, getting cabbage there, and I'm looking at a clear bloody bottle. So I'm getting ever so slight hints of cabbage. Kapusta in Russian. There you go, get that up. Yeah, there you go, there's education for you. So it's a nice looking clear beer. Kind of, slightly kind of amberish, funnily enough. Not getting a smell of cabbage off the bottle or the actual beer, but when I was pouring it, was just getting little wafts of cabbage, and I'm thinking, I hope to God it's not skunked, which is a bit of a shame if it is. But I'm getting some slight malts, but it's actually quite low in aroma. Ever so slight light malt smells, maybe a hint of grain, but really very low on aromas. So there you go. So let's try it. Oh, oh. Well, bugger me. Not literally. It's not an offer or an invitation. But yeah, if you like Abbot Ale, but you want something with a little bit more body, a little bit more character, this actually provides it. And even though you can turn around and say Abbot Ale is a nice ale and things like that, and I do like, basically, I would probably say maybe once every month or two I will get a 4-pack of Abbot Ale just to kind of enjoy, just a wee treat, that type of stuff. It's not my go-to ale every day of the week or every kind of week of the month or whatever, that type of stuff. I wouldn't say I buy it every month, but I buy it at least every kind of 1 or 2 months anyway. And it's quite nice. I've got no problems with it. It's one of these safe bets. You think, oh, what do I fancy? Oh, we'll just get a 4-pack of Abbot. There we go. I haven't had that for a while. And yeah, and it's fine. It delivers what it delivers. It doesn't disappoint. I'm not looking for anything more from it. It just gives me what it gives me. That's it. And yeah, it's a nice, well-brewed beer. This, on the other hand, has got a little bit more to it. Yeah. And the thing is, though, they've got some nice accents of the Abbot Ale in there. So the accents are there, but there just seems to be a stronger foundation, more body to it. There really is. Well, let's break it down. Right. You're getting nice multi flavours to start with. A little bit of grain as well. And just a little hint of sweetness there. Just a nice kind of slightly hint of toffee there. Moves on to the mid-tongue, and yeah, the sweetness hasn't intensified, but the toffee flavour has just slightly got a little bit more. So it has. The malt's still there. It's going to slightly die down a wee bit. So it's a case of like, starts off with the malt's there and the toffee flavour is just there. And then as it's gone onto the mid-tongue, it's kind of gone slightly like that. So you're just getting a little bit more toffee flavour in the mid-tongue than malt. The grains, again, the grains have gone from basically the start, and then they've just gone to that in the mid-tongue. So they've gone up, ramped up a little bit. But also what you're doing is you're just slightly aware that this is a higher alcohol beer. And it's just letting you know that this isn't as sessionable as you like. And because the alcohol isn't really, it's playing its part, but it's not giving you an ethanol or things like that. But what it is just giving you that little bit of oomph to it. So what it is like, you've got little accents of bitterness that you get in the Abbot Ale, but they're just a little bit more in this ale. And I think they're just slightly kind of elevated by the kind of higher alcohol content, but you're not getting it kind of ethanol vapours or things like that, so you're not getting that. But it's just the slightly darker side, the slightly bitter side is just kind of slightly kind of elevated in the mid-tongue. And then you move on to the kind of aftertaste, and I'll just confirm it. Move on to the aftertaste. We've got some really nice toffee flavours and accent flavours sitting there in the aftertaste. You've got a kind of what we call velvety malts is an expression, and it's just that kind of that borderline between light malts and dark malts. So you've got this kind of slight kind of how would you call it, dark golden malts. So it's not the light golden malts, and it's not the pure dark roasted malts, but just in between you've got kind of that like a slightly kind of darkish golden malts. So there's a little bit more to it. So you get that kind of bitterness there, but you just get little hints of bitterness within that kind of malts. And again, I'm sure the alcohol is probably elevating that a little bit, and you're just getting a kind of nice, it's a light bitterness, but it's more than what you would get on the Abbot Ale, you know, the original Abbot Ale. And it makes it taste mature. It does makes it taste more grown up in a sense. And it's actually very, very nice. It's not as sessionable, not as get wired into it. With a 4-pack of Abbot Ale, let's be totally honest, it's kind of lower end alcohol. It's around about the kind of just under the 4%, kind of 4%ish. You're wiring into that. I mean, you can drink a 4-pack of that without batting an eyelid. You think that was really nice, and that was it. Boom, there you go. This one if you had 4 bottles of this, after the second bottle you might think, I'm starting to kind of feel this a bit, you know. There is a kind of maturity to it, and there is a lot more body to it, and a lot of the kind of Abbot Ale flavours are elevated, so they are stronger, there's more character to it. And it just shows you that the Abbot Ale that they brewed is actually a really good beer that you can actually build on these flavours, and they have built on these flavours, and yeah, it's actually a very, very nice ale. If you do like the Abbot Ale, and you also like kind of more kind of stronger character beers, you'll love this. And even though it's kind of slightly amberish, I think it's actually, there's plenty of character and body there that you could drink this in the winter no problem at all, to be totally honest. It's probably, I would say, it's another option to kind of the porters and the stouts. If you like your kind of darker ales, then even though this is an amber ale, it's got the flavour characteristics that could hold its own in a cold winter's night. Yeah. There is a slightly darker feel to the aftertaste, and it just is slightly more bitter finish too. But the problem is, so you're also getting a stronger toffee flavour and everything else, and just that kind of like slightly caramelised burnt sugar type scenario as well. And it is like Abbot Ale on steroids. It's probably the best way of kind of describing it. So if you like it, and you like something, if you want your beer just that little bit more syrupy, is a kind of way, that kind of more concentrated flavour, then boom, this is for you. So what would I give this out of 10? Because I've been waffling on like buggery for a while now, because I think we're at 17 minutes, for God's sake. What the hell are you doing, man? Out of 10, I would give this, I'm actually going to give this an 8. It really is a nice beer, and to get this much flavour in a kind of more amberish kind of ale, then yeah, I would recommend it. Definitely. If you do like Abbot Ale, but you also like kind of more stronger, kind of more bodied, heavy bodied beers, then you'll really like this. And it's a nice change. Also, if you're not so much into stouts and porters, then this could be a nice option for Christmas as well. Just a kind of more fruitier and probably lighter in some ways, but does pack a heck of a lot of flavour. So yeah, 8 out of 10. I would recommend it if you're into these type of beers. Thanks for watching. Cheers, and bye for now.